it happened so fast, and so many things happen on those 2 or 3 days. Things that, people don't think about, right? Like funeral, cremation. How am I going to, tell people when and how? Like a funeral, I've never had to organize things to all of that. So everything just piled on me, and it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
I bet. You had mentioned earlier when we spoke that some sort of organization stepped in and helped out.
Yeah, so when they
Can you share how that helped you, either practically or emotionally?
Yeah. When we were going through the whole process, I pushed the baby out. The baby was next to me the whole time until the nurse was like, okay, you have to let go. And they took the baby. And I had a name. We've been calling her. Her name is Pearl.
Beautiful name.
And yeah, thank you. And so when it was time for me to kind of let go and let them do what they had to do with baby PK, the lady mentioned, there was an organization. I think it was Ronald McDonald. I'll have to go back, but I think it was like McDonald's Foundation, and they covered for the whole like funeral expenses. And at that time, like, I wasn't thinking about hospital bills. I wasn't thinking about funeral, cremation, like all those bills that you have to think about later on.
Right.
And so, yeah, they covered everything for me. After the fact is when I realized, like, wow, I was very grateful. I was very grateful for the donation and how they handled things. And they also handled kind of like the death of certification process. And it was a lot at the time, but looking back on it, it's definitely something that is needed for someone who, or families who are going through the same thing, because that's like the last thing you want to think about,
yeah.
Right? So it was a small burden that was lifted from me and my husband, my family, financially. So it's something that it was hard to go through, but it's something that I feel like it's my assignment to, one, speak about my experience, and then two, to help as much as I can. And that's one way I would like for myself and those around me to help is, helping financially to those people who are going through struggles like that.
I want to take a pause and just see what the difference is between miscarriage and stillbirth. What is stillbirth in comparison to a miscarriage?
So the difference between a stillbirth and a miscarriage, they consider it like up to 20 weeks of pregnancy, and they consider it as a fetus or baby who would not be able to make it outside of the womb. And then a stillbirth is anywhere around from 20 weeks and up, where, the hospital doctors can actually save the baby outside of your womb. And so, yeah, it's terms like this I didn't even know about, right? But yeah, to be quite frank, that's what one of the big differences.
Naomi, would you say you felt supported or silenced by the people closest to you?
By the people closest to me, I was fully supported. Yeah, I'm so grateful for those who stuck around and stuck beside not only me, but also with my husband. I have an amazing friend circle that till this day they're a part of our lives. And so, yeah, I know that time was a time where I had to kind of be selective of who comes around, who stays around, because with this big life change, it's like, okay, who was there, right?
For me,
who messaged me, who remembers the day to text me like, hey, I know this is a hard day for you. Keeping you in my prayers, right? Until this year, I still get texts and I'm like, oh, damn, it is today. God has shifted my mindset to where my body still feels it, still feels the trauma when the day comes around, which is weird. I've heard people say that before, but
it's real.
It's real.